inevitably will come your way in a playoff game. What do you see from this team? What did you see tonight specifically in terms of just rolling with the punches and figuring out a way?
Yeah, I mean, we just stuck with it. It's a game of basketball. It's not always going to go your way. It's about how you respond. And this team has proven many of times that we know how to respond, and we just did so tonight. Nothing new.
Hey, Chet, after Shai gets that flagrant and goes to the bench, you guys really changed the tenor of the game. The group that was out there, you played almost the whole, or might have played the whole third quarter. Can you just talk us through that whole stretch and what you thought was key for you guys out there?
Yeah, just, you know, not letting the circumstances change how we play the game, just sticking to our stuff, playing together. I think we did a great job of that on both ends. We let our defense set the tone for our offense, and you know, I think AJ and J-Mac were huge in those minutes, along with everybody else, but huge in those minutes, kind of captaining the ship for those minutes.
Shai, can you just talk about, from your perspective, what it was like watching those guys out there kind of turn the tide?
Yeah, it was amazing. They strung together stops. They were playing the right way offensively, and things were going their way. Full confidence in those guys. They know how to win basketball games, and we've proven that. They've proven that. No matter who's on the floor, know how to get the job done. And they just did it again tonight.
This is for both you guys. I mean, the physicality out there, obviously it's a playoff game and it's very physical. Throughout the years, we've seen you guys just sort of kind of grow into matching that physicality. Just tonight was one of those nights I just feel like you guys, did you feel like you matched the physicality and maybe you were even the aggressor at some point?
Absolutely. The way basketball works, usually the more physical team and the team that imposes their will more just wins. And that's probably why we won tonight, probably why we won last game. We did a good job, especially in the second half, of really playing our style of basketball, being physical, pressuring them, making things uncomfortable.
I think we did a great job being physical, but understanding when and where we can be physical. You can be reckless out there if the goal is just to be physical, but I feel like we did a good job of kind of directing it to where it needed to be.
Chet, you've talked about AJ as a guy who from day one had that level of poise. I don't know that he's been in a lot of situations like that where he has to play 10, 11 minutes without Shai on the floor, but what gives you confidence in him during that stretch?
Just knowing that that's who he is. You know, I think he played 3 years his 3 years in college, he didn't play a single minute with Shai, so he knows how to, you know, run an offense. He knows how to make plays. We saw it tonight. We see it every time he steps out there. So we all got full confidence in him. The plays that he makes when he has the ball, we know something good is going to happen.
This is a little more niche, but when AC is like gambling on LeBron, it feels like that stuff is sort of informed by the time they play together. How much are you paying attention to that stuff? How often do you find yourself like marveling at those kind of details in this series from him specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I think I wouldn't call it gambling. You know, that's gambling is leaving something up to chance. You know, he's out there reading the game and making plays based on what he's seeing, what he's feeling. And we see him make big plays. He made a bunch of big plays all night long on defense and on offense for us. He plays the game with an anticipation and kind of a gut feeling that you can't really teach, or like it's not something that comes down to teaching a rotation or something. He just goes and makes plays. That's what he does. But I wouldn't call it gambling because you know, he's never reckless or out of control with that stuff. He's always calculated.
Shai, you mentioned that being aggressive is obviously necessary to win games, but do you enjoy the physicality of a game like that, as opposed to just needing to do it? Is it something you guys enjoy?
Yeah, absolutely. It just makes the game more fun. Like, certain things get let go that usually don't. And it's just basketball at the end of the day. So yeah, it's just like, this time of year is just purest form of the sport and of the game, and I definitely I love this form of it for sure.
Sam, go ahead.
Shai, how do you think you guys handled the doubles on you tonight?
And what'd you think was different from game one?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. I had less turnovers tonight, so that's a good start. But yeah, we went over a little bit in film in the past couple of days. But I don't like I don't ever worry too much about that side of the ball with us. Like, we have guys that can make multiple plays, multiple decisions on every possession out there. It's more so like just playing to our standards on the other end of the court, and it'll allow everything else to take care of itself. Like, we're so unselfish as a group. We're so connected offensively that, like, no matter what it is or no matter what's thrown at us or myself, like, we'll figure it out. We just got to make sure that we're playing up to our standards on the other end of the floor.
Shai, can you talk us through the flagrant that was called on you for your fourth with Reaves and what explanation you got for that?
I didn't get an explanation, but I also didn't ask. Like, I'm not going to be able to change the call, so I didn't even really care. But I felt like he was hugged around me, and I just tried to get loose. Our arms got caught. Unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't mean to hurt him, obviously, but it's the way it goes. I got flagrant. It is what it is. You move on. But yeah, I didn't want to use it as a distraction. Like, the team did a great job of handling business from there. And like I said, these guys are gamers, so, like, no matter what happens, personnel-wise out there, we've been through ups and downs all year. Guys have been in and out the lineup, and we know how to get a game no matter who's on the floor, and they showed it tonight.
Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, Shai, I know that you enjoyed that third quarter spree when you guys took the lead, but is it still tough to sit that long and not play in such a big game? And you were waving towels and cheering, and I know, but was it killing you inside not to get out on the court?
Not one bit.
Really?
As long as we win, I don't even care. Yeah, I mean, the guys were. I think I came out and we were down, and I went back in and we were up. So, like, as long as we win, I don't care about anything else.
A couple more.
McCain really broke out tonight, hit a bunch of big threes. Can you sort of just speak to the value of his shooting versatility? You guys have a lot of guys who can make threes, but just the variety of threes he can make.
Good.
That's me. Yeah, he's he's a killer. Every time I see him get a touch, I think it's going in. I know it's going up, and at this point, I pretty much know it's going in too. But as it should. If you can get those shots off and make them at that type of a clip, that's probably the best play for us. So credit to him. He's got just a certain type of confidence about him to come in the game a lot of times cold after long stretches, and then just bomb and make shots. So credit to him. He's been huge for us. He's going to continue to be big for us.
Last one to Myron.
And I know you said these guys have played before, but in the series, when Shai gets the flagrant, you guys are down. They've got some momentum, really the first time in the series, except for the start of game one. Is there anything said between the guys on the floor, like, hey, let's get this going, or does it just happen?
I think the only thing that is said is just communicating about what we need to execute and get done. We don't have anybody that really needs a hoorah speech to get done what we need to get done. It's just going out there, communicating, executing, and then we did that. We played hard, and good things happened.
Thank you, guys.
All right.